I love the way the Passion Translation reads in Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. Beloved friends, what should be our proper response to God's marvelous mercies? To surrender yourselves to God, to be His sacred living sacrifices, and live in holiness, experiencing all the delights His heart. For this becomes your genuine expression of worship. Stop imitating the ideals and opinions of the culture around you, but be inwardly transformed by the Holy Spirit through a total reformation of how you think. This will empower you to discern God's will as you live a beautiful life, satisfying and perfect in His eyes. I believe in these two verses we catch a glimpse on a way to change our thinking through worship. None of us are exempt from bad days, trials, or just downright losing track. It's easy to forget whose we are when we're in the middle of a test. That doesn't mean you've lost your salvation or are a bad person. It just means you need to refocus and reform your thoughts. Worship can aid us in that process. Worship gets our eyes off of our problems and it shifts our focus back onto the Lord. Not only is it our reasonable service, but sometimes it's the only thing we have. We may not see a way through our problem, an ending, or even a sign that we're getting there. But focusing on the goodness of God will remind you that He's still with you. You're not forgotten, and He has a plan. If you're feeling lost, scared, frustrated, alone, worried, or anxious today, just take a few moments to remind yourself who the Lord is. Run into His presence today and simply tell Him what you love about Him. Read His word that tells you who He is, and start exalting His name over your worries. Before long, verse 2 of Romans 12 will come alive for you. You will experience an inward transformation through the Holy Spirit on how you think, and you'll be able to take on anything. Remember, sometimes we don't have all the words, but we do have the Prince of Peace. Enjoy His presence today as you worship Him, and watch how the impact of your problems just seem to dissolve in His presence.